Remember when the entire internet mocked the Chicago Bulls for trading Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey? Everyone thought Chicago had lost its mind, giving away one of the league's most elite defenders for a player many believed had already peaked. The Oklahoma City Thunder were praised for yet another genius move, adding a defensive juggernaut who perfectly complemented their system and eventually helped them win a championship. But behind all that noise, Chicago was quietly preparing to prove everyone wrong. The Bulls' offense has exploded out of the gate, starting the season 6-1 with statement wins over the Knicks and the red-hot 76ers. They're putting up 118.6 points per game, ranking among the league's top offenses. But more than numbers, it's the way they're scoring that's changed. Chicago's entire offensive identity has shifted around Josh Giddey's unique playmaking brilliance. Using his rare mix of size, vision, and speed, the Bulls now have something that few teams in the NBA can replicate: a one-man transition engine. Every possession begins and ends with Giddey. He's arguably the best rebounding guard in basketball today, outmuscling smaller defenders and reading the ball's trajectory like a seasoned veteran. Those rebounds aren't just empty stats. They're the start of Chicago's lightning-fast breaks. Because when Giddey grabs the board, he doesn't need an outlet. He is the outlet. Like a conductor setting the tempo, he sprints down the floor, scanning options. A shooter in the corner, a big rolling to the rim, or a lane to attack himself. It's reminiscent of the way Russell Westbrook once thrived in OKC, except Giddey's rebounding and passing instincts make it even more seamless. Every game provides a highlight reel of his basketball genius. Whether it's whipping a no-look pass around a defender for an easy dunk, threading the needle through two big men for a perfect assist, or catching a defense asleep with a full-court dart that lands right in stride for a layup, Giddey's fingerprints are everywhere. He reads defenders like a chess master, manipulating space and timing until the perfect lane opens up. Plays that once felt chaotic are now orchestrated, purposeful, and precise. His chemistry with teammates like Jalen Smith, Dalen Terry, and Ayo Dosunmu has turned the Bulls' transition attack into one of the most dangerous in the NBA. The stats back it up. With Giddey on the floor, Chicago ranks in the 98th percentile for transition points per 100 possessions, and their offensive rating in those scenarios soars past 156. When the Bulls start a fast break off a rebound, they're almost guaranteed a bucket. That efficiency isn't just luck, it's structure built around Giddey's instincts. The Bulls' shooters sprint to their spots, cutters dive into open seams, and Giddey makes the right read almost every time. He's elevated the team's rhythm and pace to elite levels, turning what used to be a grinded-out offense into a flowing, dynamic system. But what truly makes this transformation special is how Giddey himself has evolved. In past seasons, defenses dared him to shoot. They'd sag off, clogging the lane and daring him to take the jumper. That strategy doesn't work anymore. This year, Giddey's shooting 41% from deep, a career high, and knocking down 50% from mid-range. That development has completely changed how teams defend him. Now, defenders can't just sit back and wait for the pass. If they do, he'll punish them. If they close out too hard, he'll blow right by them. It's a nightmare scenario that's turning him into the kind of two-way offensive force that screams all-star. He's no longer just a playmaker, he's a closer. When Chicago needs a bucket late in the game, Giddey doesn't defer. He recognizes the moment, reads the defense, and gets it done. Whether it's a spin into the lane for a soft floater, a pull-up three over a lazy defender, or a turnaround jumper straight out of the Kobe playbook, he's now confident enough to take and make those shots. Every new weapon in his arsenal makes him harder to predict, harder to guard, and impossible to ignore, and that newfound confidence has elevated everything around him. Running pick and rolls, he's lethal. The addition of a reliable three-point shot forces defenders to chase him over screens, which opens up driving lanes for himself or easy dishes to teammates. His connection with Nikola Vucevic has been especially deadly. Vucevic's ability to pop out and hit threes has stretched defenses thin, allowing Giddey to operate in space and create mismatches. Vucevic is averaging nearly 20 points and 12 rebounds while shooting 48% from deep, and much of that success can be traced directly back to Giddey's gravity and decision-making. Then there's Montas Buzelis, the athletic young forward who's quickly becoming Giddey's favorite running mate. His ability to fill lanes, hit corner threes, and finish through contact has been crucial. Buzelis' 42% shooting from beyond the arc makes him the perfect floor spacer, and his backdoor cuts are tailor-made for Giddey's vision. Plays that seem impossible to most point guards are routine for Josh. A subtle glance, a quick bounce pass, and suddenly the defense is left watching another highlight unfold, and Chicago isn't even at full strength yet. Kobe White, last year's breakout guard, is still recovering from a calf injury. His return could be the defining moment for this team. If he adapts to the new system, moving more off-ball and letting Giddey run the show, the Bulls could become a legitimate playoff threat. But if he reverts the team to isolation-heavy basketball, it could stall the chemistry they've built. Everything hinges on whether he buys into this new identity. Fast-paced, selfless, and centered on Giddey's orchestration. Still, one thing is certain, Josh Giddey has completely transformed the Bulls' outlook. What once seemed like a rebuilding year has turned into something far more exciting. He's averaging near a double-double, controlling games with poise, and playing with a sense of command that only the greats possess. Chicago's offense hums when he's on the floor, and for the first time in years, the Bulls look like a team with a clear direction and a real star leading the charge. The same people who laughed at the Caruso for Giddey trade are now starting to see it differently. Sometimes, the smartest moves are the ones that don't make sense right away. Giddey isn't just fitting in, and he's redefining what the Bulls are. And if he keeps this up, there's no doubt he'll be representing Chicago at the All-Star game. Not as a novelty pick or a fan favorite, but as one of the best young guards in the NBA. But here's the real question. How far can this team go with Giddey at the helm? Can Chicago truly sustain this offensive brilliance over an entire season, or is this just an early spark waiting to fade? Let's hear your thoughts. Do you think Josh Giddey has what it takes to lead the Bulls back into playoff contention? Maybe even make some real noise once they're there? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button if you're enjoying this resurgence, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping the league right now.